Rated E for everyone.
Hey everybody, Scroft here. Welcome back to the channel. It's that time again for some more FS25 news. It's a bit of a strange one. 2 a.m. was the embargo time I got from Giant Software that I could release this, and it's because they're showcasing this with the help of Sega at 2 a.m. UK time, that is. In Japan at the Tokyo Game Show. So really interesting stuff, but we finally got a look at the Asian map that's going to be called Hutan Pantai. Now, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm pretty confident that I am. It's called, let's say that again, Hutan Pantai. Now, I've had a look and tried to figure out what that means, and it's actually Indonesian, and it means coastal forest, which pretty much says everything, because at the video you just seen right at the start, that shows off a forestry area where we even see some logging, and we see some kind of coastal setup going on. It's a bit of a strange one. I mean, if I had to answer the question first straight away, what stands out to me, I would say that the Riverbend Spring is probably a map that I'm more looking forward to. I don't mind it at all. It's something completely new, but yeah, I prefer the Riverbend Springs just because it's kind of got a really big city vibe, which some people really like. And but me, I want a more rural setting with it being farming simulator. But it's exciting, and we get some good information from it. So we're going to kind of break down and go through the video. These are all clips. We will see all that as it goes. But it's the Tokyo Game Show trailer. And yeah, look at that straight away. I mean, it's got the vibe. I think, are they tuk-tuks or something along them lines? Them vehicles there, you've probably seen them before in Top Gear, I keep thinking of, when they've done like the specials and stuff in Asia and stuff. They're like three-wheel little ones. We're going to get them, which is good to see. But yeah, it definitely looks, it's got like the right setting, vibe to it, that Asian map. Let me know, though, in the comment section if you're excited for this. So go back a little bit. There we go. Looks like some UK signs there. But this is Corp. It says Oleum Corp. That is a Corp. I thought it's a corn, but it is Corp. So it might be a sell point. You've also got the Fellowship over there, which kind of says that it's, again, near the coast. And then traditional, what you'd expect. Traditional kind of buildings and the way it's designed over there with that, I don't know what the right wording would be, but it's definitely an Asian Japan kind of setting. But I don't know if it is actually based in Japan, because I know all we got was it's an Asian map. So, I mean, I think Indonesia is, East Asia and all that good stuff. So, but it's definitely got the right vibe to it. But yeah, look at that. It's proper city, this guy. Got a karaoke bar there if you're interested. Neon arcades. Definitely got the Japanese vibe. Tokyo as well. Train line on the map. Do like that. I think that's pretty cool. But are we going to use that often? Are we going to see that much when we're doing farming? Maybe so. There is some little small vehicles. It might be a map that's aimed at small equipment. But again, I'd have to try it out. But here we go. We got some bits and bobs here. It looks like a motorway of some sorts there. But we're seeing the DeWolf harvester there for red beets, things like that we got in the premium expansion that we know is coming back to the game. John Deere pulling it, but you can see he's picking up red beets there. So nothing really too new there. I mean, we can go back and just check that close up on the John Deere, just see which one it was. So it's the 6R175. Obviously focusing more on the rice now and the wet rice. And you can see the pumps filling it up to kind of flood the area so the rice can grow and absorb all that moisture. And he's actually transporting some of the saplings down from one of the greenhouses that we know we can do. And his little motor. And even these little tiny planters that we've already seen, these are Seki planters. I don't know if they're called anything else, but we will get some more information on them. But yeah, they've got the saplings on, like little drones on the side. I don't know what they are for, but it's a very unique piece of kit. And I'm looking forward to doing rice. It'll be one of the first crops I do try out. But yeah, you can see that he's on his planter and planted in, and it is actually a pretty cool tool. It's got some really good animations, but here we go. We can see some of the logging that's going on now, so kind of ties into the name. It's this Hutan Pantai, which again, coastal forest. Moon Bear Sawmill, so there is a focus on it. So if you're a logger, enjoy doing the logging and all that good stuff, then maybe this is the map to more focus on than Riverbend Springs. I've even got the big port lighthouse. You can see some of the rainy weather effects as well that we've been kind of showcased quite a lot. So they are really playing down that path. And we've got another Japan tractor there. Is that the first time we've seen that? I don't know. It's definitely one of the ones we've already... I remember in FS22 they had one tractor that was from a Japanese manufacturer, and I think that's the exact same manufacturer. And then you've got the harvester for the rice as well. In-cab shop there, look pretty good. And again, a beautiful setting. Danielson. It just reminds me of Mr. Miyagi when he went out there and did, his training. Because it really does have that vibe. I mean, they've definitely nailed it. Giants have. It does look and feel like an Asian map from this kind of video that we've got. I have got a blog as well that we'll go through in a second. I just thought we'd fly through it. So there's the class Evian 4. There's the class Evian 450 as well. This little small harvester. I am looking forward to using that one in game. I think that'll be a fan favourite for some of UK players as well. And there we've got an all but shear grab on a Kubota, like a wheel loader, feeding some of the cows, or probably the water buffalo that we've seen. That's one of the new types of animals that are coming to the game. Looking forward to having baby animals finally. I think that was a must. I'm just taking in that silage texture as well on the feed trough. That is definitely a new texture. And you got some goats that were kicking out. Piglets. Yeah, see what I mean when I say they have gone and focused on that kind of Tokyo Japanese city with all the neon lights. So what's it say there? Your cow is stuck on the road again. Cause we move your cow. Fair play. So yeah, there'll be plenty to see, and it's a nice change, but I have to be honest, I'm more excited for the original type of Farming Simulator maps, but I'm not going to fault it because we're going to, I understand why Giants are doing it. They're branching out, trying to get into the Asian market, hence why they've released an embargo for 2 a.m. because they're focusing on the Asian market there and the time that Tokyo Game Show is actually starting. So all this information is coming out pretty much live. I know they've got the video set up, and currently as I'm recording this, it's there's only a few hours left before it goes live. I've actually been out, come home, and late at night I've decided to record this one. I didn't have a chance yesterday when I got the information from Giants. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know. Be honest about it, because I will be honest with you. I am definitely looking forward to the Riverbend Springs US map than I am the Asian map, just because I feel like it's good to try out, but I think I might get bored of this one a little bit too easy. But like I said, I fully understand why Giants are going there. But for me, I want to stick to that traditional farming like I know. Can't wait for a UK map from the modders, but also potentially from Giants as well in Q4. But I think I'll definitely go on to the US map first. I'll try out the Asia map, play on it a bit, maybe do some of the rice and try out the equipment and everything that comes with it. But it'll probably be more like a mini series for me. But let me know what you think. You're looking forward to it? It's something new, and we can't fault them for bringing something new. If you give me an option, even though they wouldn't, but if they give me an option and said, would you rather try new things or focus on what sells the game and what's made it popular, I probably, want them to still try new things, but make sure that core game dynamics, the core thing that brings out all of us playing for thousands of hours each time, you keep on improving on that, and the game will never fail. And especially with the modding community that we've got. But there we go. That's the Asia map, Hutan Pantai. Right, so let's go through the blog. I've got a few pictures. Let's go right to the top. So Hutan Pantai, first look at our new East Asian map. So I think it is Indonesia. If you translate Hutan Pantai, it detects Indonesian language, and it relates and it translates to coastal forest, basically, which makes sense because they've highlighted the forest and the fact that there's a coastline, and they've got, looks like a big port as well. But let's read through it. It's a first look at this map. We've already took a tour around Riverbend Springs, but with rice, Asian-style farm machinery, and water buffalo already announced and introduced, you are probably waiting for the next farming destination to build your agricultural empire. Well then, Hutan Pantai, welcome to East Asia. Showcasing Farming Simulator 25 at the Tokyo Game Show, Japan's renowned video game show will offer you a first glimpse at our second major farming environment in the game. Check out the trailer for the show, which we've just had a look at. That was the one that was on their YouTube channel, Farming Simulators, that they put a timer on and everything, so we've just gone through that. First impressions, more coming soon. Until we're ready for a full-blown tour through the map of Hutan Pantai in our upcoming map preview, enjoy a selection of first impressions below. So just screenshots. They don't really talk about anything else. They even say there's more to come. There's more to show and tell, but there are still some buildings to be polished with a fresh coat of paint, roads to be swept, and cherry blossom trees to be planted. Now, basically what they're saying there is it's still a work in progress. This map is they've probably finished more Riverbend Springs, and this is the final thing they're focusing on and finishing off for release that we're going to be getting. But hopefully now, with us being on the proper verge of hitting October, you'd hope they're getting close to finishing off, because you want to do testing and QA and all that kind of stuff. I hope it's not going to be coming out and we're the ones QAing it as players. I mean, that you can't expect. Most games come out nowadays with a few bugs here and there, but as long as they're not game-breaking bugs, then I'm quite happy. But yeah, hopefully they can get this finished off. But I do like the fact that they put cherry blossom trees. Now, I don't know if that's just a point. It's something that maybe is going to be added, maybe production of some sort, or it just maybe is something that's well-known in Asia. I don't know. But what we can see there straight away is obviously that nightlife, that city nightlife, the neon lights, the neon signs and lights. But we've got two vehicles there that look new to me in base game. This is this truck, and you can see that as he's harvesting the rice in this picture, which we'll go through in a second, we'll properly have a look. That looks like it stands out. And that looks like an old school Massey, so we can have a look at that as well. And you can see the port and the lighthouse. Looks like a bit of a trade area, who knows? And then you've got that really nice scenic kind of area where they've really gone quite traditional. And that's pretty much all the information we get. So let's go through these pictures, because now you can see the better definition. The only really thing that stands out to me here, I know it's obviously completely different to what we've seen usually. Usually we see some kind of Midwest or remote American style map, or some kind of European countryside area that's quite scenic, maybe Bavarian setting, or French, the French Alps, or whatever it is. But it's usually quite a pretty, picturesque area when it's a European map from Giants, and then we've got the quite open, vast areas in the US. So this is definitely something different that they've done. Hats off to them. But it is all in English. So even though it is an Asian map, all the signs that I'm seeing are in English. Even the road signs over here say pedestrians only in English. And yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that stands out to me. You could go around and read all the signs, but we're not going to do that in this video. But the two vehicles there are definitely new. That looks like a truck that we've not seen before. So that's going to be a Lizard-based game truck probably. It looks that way to me. There's no signs that, make it distinct. And then this little three-wheeler that's going to be fun to go around in. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, you never know. George and Scroft might take a road trip to... I say road trip, I mean like a plane ride, like a holiday, vacation of some sorts to Japan. So this is a nice shot. You can see the city in the background. You can see the quite open area of this port, and you can drive onto this section here, which is a sell point for green. Maybe because you can use the ferry or the ship. Maybe you can use it to the ship, and that gets you. And that's definitely going to be one of the sell points. You can tell by the fact we can use this area to offload, and then the ship's going to take it out. We've also got a train line, which we saw. I've not seen too much on it. I've just seen a train go past in the video, but it's a nice area. You can see that there's a lot of trees around, quite mountainous. Let's hope we got quite a lot of open fields as well. But it is a very nice map, picturesque from what I've seen so far. I mean, look at that. And we have got some nice fields around this section, haven't we? Like, it looks like a little farm over there. I wonder if the buildings are proper, the farm buildings are what you'd expect to see in an Asian setting for an Asian farm. Are they all small farms? I don't really know if there's a massive farm in Asia. I've not seen too much of anything like that. So it's going to be interesting to see what the buildings look like. And if we're going to be getting more equipment, more tractors, because, I think up until now we've only had one. But you can see from that van there, it definitely does look like Lizard on that front there as well. But you can see from that truck, looks like it's got a smaller bed on it this time. But yeah, we're going to be getting some new equipment, definitely. And I do like the fields there. Let's try zoom in. We've got quite a lot of open fields and what looks to be like a motorway that goes across. I don't know if we can get on that. I hope we can. Be interesting to drive a little tractor up there. But yeah, I mean, I can't fault it. It's definitely something different, like I said. So I'm interested to try it out. And look at this. I mean, I think the biggest thing for me there that I'm most looking forward to is not what I'm seeing now, the scenery wise. I mean, for people in Asia that want to play, that already play Farming Simulator, this is probably going to be super exciting for you, and I fully understand that, and I'm dead happy for that. But for me, who's wants to play maybe a European map and a US map or a UK map or something along them lines, I think it's going to mean more for you guys than it would for me. But the lighting stands out as something that's going to be good for everybody, no matter what your preference is and where you want to play. But it's a really nice city. It's definitely more detailed. Everything looks more defined. Yeah, that's definitely a traffic vehicle. But these ones here are things we can purchase. I think they're new vehicle types coming to the game. But there is a lot going on in this section alone. But let's have a look at this. So that looks like maybe a train line. Maybe that's the train then. Maybe that's not a motorway. Because they look like, that looks like it supports a train. But look at this Massey. It looks like we've first glimpse I've seen of an old school harvester come in, which is this Massey 8570. Is it a rotor combine? I think it says, or something. So hopefully we get some information on that. But I like that because I've seen a few equipment. I've seen a few tractors, a few bits and bobs so far, a couple of seeders and things like that. That point that the catering for the start from scratch crew. Nothing too expensive. Old school machinery, and the more they do that, the better, because I always think that the older machinery looks much better. And don't get me wrong, I like a modern New Holland, for example, or a modern Massey, but nothing beats the old school in style, and that's definitely an old school Massey. So I'm very happy to see that picture. Didn't actually see that in the video, so I'm glad they released that to us. And there we go. It is a Lizard truck, so we can buy that and purchase it, and then this is the harvester for the rice. So you can see the rice texture there dropping down into that, and you can drive off and obviously go take it to storage or a sell point direct or whatever. But I think that's it. I think that's all the pictures we've got. So remember, it comes out on November the 12th. So if you've not pre-ordered it and you're interested, if maybe you were waiting to see some of the information about the Asia map, you know what to do. Hit the link in the video description. Go and pre-order the game through Giants if you can, if you're able, and if you want to. It'll help support me and the channel. I've just hit silver, so massive thank you to everyone that helped me get there. If you want to support me and you want to pre-order the game, feel free to use the link in the video description. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you found it informative. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the map. Be honest, tell me. Are you excited for it? Or are you not too fussed? Will you give it a go like me, but probably spend more hours on the other map? Yeah, let me know. I'm intrigued to see what everyone's opinions is, because I definitely go through all the comments, and I like to get a gauge of what everyone's thinking. But on that note, I'm going to leave the video there. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.